What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of New Parenting Training. Alright, so as you can see here, I have three different earbuds from Samsung. So Samsung recently came out with the Galaxy Bud Pro, and all three of them are very different in terms of design and pricing. And especially now, even though they just came out with the Galaxy Buds Pro, but they already having a huge discount or sales, so to speak, on their website. So it's like a Black Friday in the beginning of the year. So yeah, I got three of them. I just want to test them out to see which one will fit in my ear the best. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. So today's video, I'm going to cover a few topics. First, I'm going to unbox each one of them, and then I'll talk about the pricing and some of the feature of each buds and how I use them. So the first one I'm going to unbox is the Samsung Buds Plus. Here we go. Alright, so I got all three of them in black, just FYI. Oh, look at this, very nice. Let's see what else they have. So they have a USB-C cable and two other size of ear tips. Next one on unbox is the Samsung Galaxy Buds Live. Oh, it has a quick start guide. Oh, okay, so the container is different design. This is what they call the bean shape. Okay, that's that. Because of the design of the earbuds themselves, this one doesn't come with any tips. So I want to see how it will fit. It's very interesting. And also USB-C. So that's it for this one. Alright, last one, the Galaxy Buds Pro. This is the newest addition to the lineup. Similar design of the charging case as Live. Right, what else do they have? They also have a USB-C cable. And there's something else inside here. Oh, this is very tiny. Oh, that's the ear tips. This is the newest one, the Galaxy Buds Pro. Initially, when I hear Samsung is going to come out with the new wireless earbuds, I was excited. But when I saw the price, I'm like $199. That's kind of steep in terms of pricing. But once they actually out and more detail with it, I went onto their website and looked. Holy cow, they have a huge sale for them. So let's just go over about the pricing of all three of them. Let's start out with the oldest one, the Plus. The original price for the Bud Plus was $149.99 when they first came out. And now they dropped the price down to $109.99. Now, they let you do a trade-in. You can either trade in any type of wireless earbud or wire one. So if you have a wire earbud lying around, you can just trade in. It's the same price. They let you trade in $20 for the discount. And also, if you are qualified for a Samsung discount program, then you can get an additional $11 off. All in all, you would pay as little as $78.99 for the Plus. That's before tax, and shipping is free anyway. Basically, almost half off from the original retail price. Now let's talk about the Live. Retail originally was $169.99. Now they cut down to $139.99. And if you trade in, also you will get a $20 discount for either wire or wireless earbuds. Also, if you are qualified for their discount program, the final price you will pay will be only $105.99. Now, lastly, let's talk about the Pro. Retail is $199.99, but they let you trade in as well. If you have a old system like the Live or the Plus, you can trade them in for a $50 trade-in credit. If you don't, if you only have like wire or wireless just like the other two, the trade-in for those is actually higher. It's at $30. If you qualify for their discount program, you can get an additional $20 off. So with all those discount, the lowest you will end up paying out of your pocket is $129.99. That's $70 off from the retail price. If you have a Rakuten account, you can get an additional 10% cash back. So I'll link the Rakuten referral link down below. You can go check it out. So yeah, this is like a Black Friday in January. All right, next thing I want to talk about is connectivity. All three of them use Bluetooth. And it's super easy if you have a Samsung phone ready. All you have to do is just open up the lid and the phone will detect the earbuds themselves. It's very simple if you have Samsung phones. If you don't have Samsung phone, then you have to keep the lid open and then go into the setting and look for the Bluetooth function and search for the particular earbud that you are planning on using. Aside from that, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. All right, so next thing I want to talk about is Fitment. They fit really, really well, especially the Plus and the Pro, because they go into your ear canal. With the right type of ear tip, it will fit inside your ear very snugly. Now, the only issue I have is with the Live. The Live one, you kind of have to get used to it because of the design of it. It doesn't use ear tip, so it's a little tricky to get into your ears at first. But once you're able to get in there, yeah, you will get the hang of it. But the Live one is not what I would prefer. All right, so let's talk about the battery life for all three of them. According to Samsung, they're supposed to provide you with a whole day of playtime. It is true if you have a case with you. Now, for all three of them, they have the wireless charging capability. So you can go either with the wire charging or wireless charging. And all three of them has fast charging. Now, let's talk about each one of them individually. So for the Galaxy Plus, you get about 11 hours of playtime in one single charge, and 11 hours more if you just charging by using the case. And you get about 3 hours of battery life if you do a fast charging for 10 minutes. Now for the Live, you get about 7.5 hours of playtime with single charge, and a total of 28 hours with the case. And if you charge for 5 minutes, you get about 1 hour of playtime. Now, as far as for the Pro, you get about 8 hours of charging for the playtime and 18 hours with the case. Now, if you only charge for 10 minutes, you get about 85 minutes of playtime for the fast charging. So although Samsung put those numbers on their website, now your mileage may vary because depending on some of the factors that if whether or not you use active cancellation or use ambient noise, those will factor in terms of how long you will have your battery for. Now, next thing I want to talk about, this is a big one. How are the sounds for each one of them, right? So for the Plus, is strangely enough, this one does not have active cancellation, but because of the fact that it fits into your ear canal very snugly, it actually blocks off majority of the noise coming into your ear while you're listening to music or listening to podcasts. So it does not have active cancellation, but it does have ambient sound. So it allows ambient sound to come into your ear canal. Now, all those you can control via their app. For the ambient sound, it's kind of tricky because it kind of pulls the sound from outside into your ear. So it's kind of artificially enhanced. I don't really like it when it's too loud because the sound is just so weird, bizarre. A little bit of ambient noise is good if you are talking on the phone or walking outside, so you will know what's going on in the surrounding. So it also has equalizer within the app, but the real difference I can tell from is the bass boost. Everything else sounds pretty much the same. That's probably due to the fact that the Plus has the smallest speaker of these three, and it only comes in at 6mm. All three of these earbuds, they don't have a physical button on the earbuds themselves for you to hit. So it's all tapping. So within the app, they will teach you how to use the tapping function. So for this three, they also have this function. If you don't like the tapping function, you can actually deselect them. So I personally like the block touch because I tend to have tendency to hit the earbuds often, especially when I'm putting things on like changing clothes or put on sunglasses. So I have that function off. So everything I need to control, I will do it via the phone. So that was the plus. Now let's talk about the sound coming from the Live. So Live does have active noise cancellation, but due to the design of the earbuds, it doesn't really go into the ear canal all that much. So even though this one comes in with the biggest speaker with 12 millimeter of the three, it doesn't really do it much. So when I put in my ear, maybe the shape of my ear that's causing a problem, but whether or not I have the noise cancellation on or off, they sound the same. And especially so when I'm changing the setting for the equalizer, they all basically the same. The sound quality is actually worse than the Plus. Now lastly I want to talk about is the Pro. So this one is actually really good. By far of the three, it sounds the best, even though it doesn't have the largest speaker. Now it only comes in at 11 millimeter for the speakers, but it produced the best sound of the three. And also when I changing on the equalizer to bass boost, the bass will actually much more vividly in my ear. Now, and at the same time, it does have so much more going on. There are a lot more control that you can have within the app, especially the level of the noise cancellation that you can have is there are two levels, low or high, and also for the ambient sound. Now, ambient sound, I would stay with the low end, because the higher that you go, the more artificial the sound comes in. So it kind of weird after a while if you have it on the high set. So the Pro actually has two new features the other two don't. For one, they have a voice detection. So what the voice detection does is that if the earbud detects that you are talking to someone, having a conversation, then it will automatically turn the ambient sound on. So that way you can hear the outside noise. But if it doesn't detect any talking, after 10 seconds, it will revert back to whatever setting that you had before. So if you have noise cancellation, if you listen to music, and after your conversation is over, the earbud will automatically go back to the noise cancellation with your music on. And also another new one that they have is called a 360. Now it only works with Galaxy S21. That phone I have pre-ordered, is coming in soon. So stay tuned for that review. 360 is supposed to be, so if you turn to the left, you will get more sound coming from the left, and vice versa. It's give you a 3D feel when you're listening to music. So anyway, that's the review for these three earbuds. Personally, I would stay away from the Live because the Live one is just, it doesn't offer all that much. The sound was kind of bad, and Fitment, it takes a while to get used to. But the other two, if you're on a budget, then yes, go with the Plus. But if you have a little bit money to spend, then the Pro is definitely something to go with. Especially now that the Samsung website has this great deal going, it makes this Pro version a very attractive alternative compared to other earbuds out there. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comment down below. And until next time, bye.